Inside the AHSAA, your weekly look at Alabama prep athletics.
Welcome to the Alabama High School Athletic Association Weekly Update, heard exclusively on the AHSAA Radio Network. I'm Michael Forehand, and I bring this week's top stories from the AHSAA. Congratulations are in order for Pat Sullivan, the former John Carroll Catholic High School three-sport standout in baseball, basketball, and football was honored last Friday night at halftime as the Birmingham school renamed its stadium in his honor. A sign proclaiming Pat Sullivan Field was unveiled on the electronic scoreboard, and the Cavaliers responded with a 40-7 win over Springfield. Sullivan, who retired as head coach at Sanford University after the 2014 season, was an all-state quarterback at John Carroll, graduating in 1968. The high-profile student-athlete was named the National Catholic Prep Player of the Year as a senior before moving on to Auburn, where he became the state's first player to win the Heisman Trophy in 1971. The quarterback spent 6 seasons in the NFL and, after a short stint in the business world, became a college assistant coach at Auburn and UAB and served head coaching stints at Texas Christian University and Sanford. He served for several years as a color analyst for Auburn Football Network. He has served as a positive role model in every phase of his career. This honor is well-deserved. We also congratulate another AHSAA favorite son, wide receiver Julio Jones of the Atlanta Falcons. Jones had 12 catches for 300 yards and a 75-yard touchdown in a recent 48-33 win over the Carolina Panthers to become just the 6th receiver in NFL history to reach 300 yards receiving in a single game. Jones, who was a high school All-American at Foley, also played collegiately at Alabama. He currently is ranked 3rd in the NFL this season with 517 receiving yards and 3rd in per-game average. In his 6th season with the Atlanta Falcons, he has 438 catches for 6,718 yards and 38 touchdowns. Now let's tip our hat to a passing tandem at Class 1A Appalachian who grabbed the AHSAA spotlight last weekend. Quarterback Jasper Hutchins and receiver Peyton Dean made the clutch connections from start to finish as the Eagles nipped Woodville 34-28 in overtime to highlight Week 7 as the AHSAA region races head into Week 8, with most regions having 2 rounds remaining. Hutchins was 18 of 34 passing for 403 yards and 4 touchdowns, and Dean caught 9 of his completions for 227 yards and 3 scores as both grabbed the AHSAA prep spotlight. Hutchins provided the winning points with his 5-yard touchdown run in overtime. Coach Zach Jones' duo etched themselves into the AHSAA record book. Hutchins is one of just 41 quarterbacks in AHSAA history to pass for more than 400 yards in a single game. His total is 2nd in the Eagles' history to current Buckhorn head coach John Holliday's 461 yards in a 47-46 loss to Oakman in 1988. Dean became just the 31st player in AHSAA history to go over 225 receiving yards in a single game. The performance edged out another 400-yard performance by Joe Nate Cotton of New Hope and an amazing effort by Enterprise kicker Andrew Osteen. Cotton rushed for 419 yards and 3 touchdowns on 19 carries in a 36-30 loss versus Pisgah. His efforts ranked 9th in AHSAA for most rushing yards in a single game. Jordan Jeffrey also rushed for 245 yards and 3 touchdowns on 32 carries and returned a kick 80 yards for a score, and also picked off a pass to lead Pisgah. The AHSAA single-game rushing record set by Parish's Tony Dixon in an 81-58 win over Hubertville in 2003 is 531 yards. Osteen kicked a 37-yard field goal, converted all 7 extra point attempts, and boomed 7 of 8 kickoffs for touchbacks as the Wildcats beat Smith Station 52-7. Osteen's only kickoff not sailing into the end zone was an onside kick attempt that he recovered. He also punted 3 times for a 36-yard average, with 1 being down inside the 20. When we come back, we'll take a look at some milestones reached last week, as well as what's on tap this week in the AHSAA.
Russell Do-It Center and Russell Building Supply is locally owned and operated with over 30 years experience providing a wide array of lumber, building materials, hardware, electrical and plumbing supplies, paint, tools, and garden products. Our employees' superior product knowledge and top-notch customer service allows us to help select the best products that will work for you. We provide free product estimates and takeoffs, free local delivery, and ask about our price match promise. Russell Do-It Center and Russell Building Supply. Experience and knowledge from the pros.
What value would you gain working with Lee Marketing Group? With 4 divisions under one umbrella, Sign Source, Lee Apparel, R&B Media, and LMG Baker Advertising Agency, Lee Marketing Group offers a comprehensive approach. From logo design and branding to ad placement and everything in between, LMG can handle it all. For ease of time, cutting-edge, results-driven marketing campaigns, think LMG. Lee Marketing Group, your comprehensive marketing solution.
Russell County ended the AHSAA's longest losing skid, beating Northview of Dothan 20-17 last Friday. The Warriors had lost 29 in a row since a 35-0 victory over Booker T. Washington of Tuskegee on October 25th of 2013. McAdory head coach David Powell was presented with his 200th win in last week's 30-13 Yellow Jackets win over Bessemer City. Powell, currently in his 23rd year as head football coach, is now 268 all at McAdory. Fred Riley notched his 100th win at Davidson as the Warriors beat Fairhope 31-7. The school's winningest coach is now 145 in his 13th season at the Class 7A Mobile School, and 144 and 102 overall with stops at Inslee, Robertsdale, Coffee, and Lenoir Cities, Tennessee. The AHSAA all-time winningest coach Buddy Anderson surpassed another legend last weekend when his Rebels beat Mountain Brook 17-14. The win was number 324 for Anderson, now in his 39th season at Vestavia, and gave him one more win than legendary Paul Bear Bryant, who had 323 wins in his college coaching career. Anderson is now 324 and 138, all for the Rebels. Senior running back DeCarlos Billingsley of Scottsboro rushed 13 times for 106 yards and 4 touchdowns in a 59-7 win over Arab to put him over 1,000 yards rushing for the third straight season. And finally, congratulations to Montgomery Academy volleyball coach Julie Sinclair. Her Class 3A Lady Eagles beat Ramsey in pool play at the Margaret Blaylock tourney at Homewood last weekend to give the veteran coach her 1,300th career win. The Class 3A Eagles also beat 7A Power, Vestavia Hills, Spain Park, and Huntsville. Tournament winner and defending Class 3A state champion Bayside Academy beat the Eagles in Saturday's semifinal action en route to the tournament championship. Bayside down Class 7A McGill-Tubman for the win. Both 3A schools will head into postseason play Monday as AHSAA area tournaments get underway in Class 1A, 2A, 3A, and 7A. Classes 4A, 5A, and 6A will conduct area tournaments on Tuesday. Winners and runners-ups will advance to the Super Regional Tournament at Montgomery's Crampton Bowl Multiplex in Huntsville's Von Braun Center, October 20th to the 22nd. A full slate of more than 20 games involving football, volleyball, and cross-country are slated to be live-streamed over the NFHS Network school broadcast platform this weekend. Among the football games are Opelika at Wetumpka, Hartselle versus Decatur, and Saraland versus Spanish Fort in Class 6A, and Vestavia Hills versus Hoover in Class 7A. A complete list updated daily can be found at www.ahsaa.com and its NFHS TV link. And on Friday night, make sure to tune in to the AHSAA Radio Network Football Scoreboard Show. The list of stations carrying the scoreboard show can be found at www.ahsaa.com. Live scores and standings can also be found on the front page of www.ahsaa.com. Until next week, this is Michael Forehand for the AHSAA Radio Network.